Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today I am bringing you a drugstore makeup haul. Everything but like 3 things is totally new to the drugstore, so I am super pumped about this video, so let's just go ahead and get started. So you guys know that I love drugstore makeup, and especially when there's like new launches, I just love it. Like finding it is like so rewarding to me, and I just love trying different things and talking to you guys about it. So I'm super pumped about doing this video, but I do want to touch on 3 things really quickly that are not new to the drugstore. And actually one of them I didn't even find at the drugstore. I found at TJ Maxx, and this is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Blush. And this is in the shade Morticia and Gomez, and it's like the darker kind of pinky purple one. So the concept of these blushes is that like you kind of put this one a little bit further back on your cheeks, and then you put this one kind of on the apple of your cheek to kind of give it a nice fade and almost like shade or contour the cheekbone with blush a little bit. But to be totally honest with you, I just swirl my brush together like in all of the shades and it works beautifully. I was so surprised to see these at TJ Maxx. These were like $6 a piece and they're relatively new. Like I know that they're not like an old item, so I don't know. I do know that when I got this one, I noticed it today that like the pan of the blush like popped out, so I had to like press it back in, but now it's totally fine. So I don't know if it's like a packaging thing or if these didn't go over as well as they wanted to, so they're going to reformulate them. I don't know. But they had this one and then like a couple other shades at TJ Maxx, and they were only $6. And I was so proud of myself because I only bought one of them. But I really do love this and I'm super pumped about it. And then 2 other things that I got picked up, and these are actually from the drugstore. I got these at Ulta because Ulta just had like their 40% off sale, and they have like certain brands that are 40% off, and they had Physicians Formula as one of the brands this time around. So I picked up 2 of the Shimmer Strips because I don't have any of these, and so I was super pumped to find them. I got Vegas Strip, which is a light bronze, and then I got Riveria Strip, which is a sand bronze. It's described as that. So let me show you guys some swatches. This is Vegas Stripped, all swirled together. It's a really pretty like light bronzy gold. It's gorgeous. And then Riviera Strip, all swirled together, is a little bit darker, honestly. So I tend to, like today I used that and I just stuck to these 2 colors like up here. I didn't like to really go down in here too much for a highlight because on me that's just too dark, but as an eyeshadow it would be gorgeous. So I was super pleased with these. So I've never tried them and they're so hyped about, and they're creamy, and I really love those. But now let's get into the new stuff. Okay, so I'm going to be doing reviews on a lot of this stuff. Some of this I have been trying and some of it I haven't. So yeah, that is kind of the game plan with all of this. The first thing is from Covergirl, and this is the Clean Matte BB Cream. I will be reviewing this. I'm actually going to film that video right after this one, so make sure to subscribe so you can come back to see what I think about this. But I'm just saying that I might be giving it a good review. Just saying. Okay, so the rest of the stuff that I picked up is from Maybelline. Now, Maybelline launched a bunch of new summer collection stuff, and I found most of this at Walmart. So the first thing that they came out with are their new lipstick line, and this is called the Loaded Bolds. So it's all like marketed as very pigmented and, you know, really bold colors. I did get 3 pretty like safe colors. They do have like a white lipstick, a black lipstick, a more like navy blue, a bright purple. So they do have some like wearable shades, and then they do have some really bold like creative shades as well. Now, I'm not a person to wear those like super creative shades, but I think it's nice that if you are, you can definitely find that in a good drugstore brand. Maybelline does make really great lipsticks. I've been a huge fan of them, so I was really excited to try some new colors. The one that I'm wearing today is H20 Berry Bossy, and it is a gorgeous like purpley pink berry color. I really love this type of color. It reminds me of like Milani Sangria, or like Wet n Wild Sugar Plum Fairy. That's the kind of color that this reminds me of, but this formula is so nice. Now, it doesn't say like what type of finish each one is, but in my opinion, Berry Bossy is definitely more of a matte finish, so I'm super pleased with that. The other one that I got is 785 Chocholic. And the reason I purchased this one is because I don't have like a brown lipstick, and it's a very like in thing now, and I was like, I kind of want to try it, but I don't want to spend a lot of money because I really couldn't find one at the drugstore that was like a darker brown. I feel like a lot of the browns at the drugstore are like a little bit brown, or like they pull more towards like cool toned, and that kind of like freaks me out because it looks like I'm dead. But this one is like a warm chocolate. So let me show you guys a swatch. So I don't know, I haven't tried this on my lips yet, but I'm definitely intrigued. I think it's nice to have, like this will be really nice in like the fall and stuff. So I don't know. And this one is like more of a creamy finish. And then the last one I got is 755 Nude Thrill. And this is like the most nude one that they have. And it's like a true nude. It does have like maybe a hint of peachiness in there, but not much. It's definitely like very nude. But really pretty, and that one is like more creamy as well. So really pretty lipsticks. I'm super happy about those. And then another lip thing that they came out with are these Color Jolt Intense Lip Paints. Now I have 3 shades. I have 15 Fight Me Fuchsia. And so they come like this with like a little doe foot applicator. And then the product just squeezes through. So let me show you guys what this one looks like. This one is like a true hot pink. There were a ton of shades in this line, so I definitely think you'll be able to find something. I did kind of want to get the berry one and even like the red one. I love this like formula. I think it's really nice. So that's the hot pink one. And then this is Strip Down 05. And this one is the nudist one in the line, if you will. And it is so gorgeous. Like I love this one so, so much. They do have a pretty strong scent. They kind of smell like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like a little, maybe like Fruit Loops, kind of, a little bit. But that doesn't like transfer into a taste or anything. And then I also got number 10, Never Bare. And this is more of a pinky one. Now I will say that this one and Strip Down, so there's Never Bare. So these two right here are like the 2 nudes in the bunch. So just to kind of be aware of that, all of them are pretty like colorful, but I have worn these 2 a lot to like work and stuff. And the formula is so nice. It's so creamy and it doesn't transfer too bad, honestly, because it is kind of like a liquid lipstick and like a creamy liquid lipstick kind of thing. Like they don't dry down matte whatsoever. But they are a really intense color. They're very pigmented. They don't go on super streaky. I will say that like with the hot pink one, it does go on a little bit, but nothing like you can't work with and nothing that doesn't like, you know, like blend together. So I definitely have been loving these and I definitely recommend you guys checking them out. Another lip thing is the Shine Shot. Now this says it's a glassy shine lip top coat. And they did have 2 of these. They had a 01, which is just like the clear one that I got. And then they did have a 02, obviously, and it was more like a pearly finish. And that one, I don't tend to run towards like iridescent or like sparkly or like a shimmery lips. That's just not really my thing. If I am going to wear a gloss, it's going to be like just a clear gloss and it's going to make my lips look very glossy. Now I will say I did just put this on today just to try it because I hadn't tried it yet. And I put it over this lipstick. My lips looked wet. Like they were glossy. It was insane. And just because of this dark color, it was kind of getting a little bit messy. So I decided just to wipe it off. But I'm super pumped about this because this gloss makes you look like you have like wet lips. It's like gloss central. Okay, and then one more lip thing is the new Babylips Glow Balm. Now this is super cool. I have tried this, and on the packaging it said that it's like just a pink like baby lips, but it's like one of those lip products that's gonna like balance with your pH on your lips to create like the perfect pink shade for you. And I don't know, I haven't tried this on anyone else, so I don't know if the color's different, but I really like this. It is a little bit, it's formulated a little bit differently than the typical baby lips. For me, the typical baby lips can be very like greasy and very thin, and this one is a little bit thicker, and it doesn't have that really strong scent to it like the regular baby lips does. Like the baby lips, like I think it's called like Quenched or something, just like the one that comes in the blue tube. That one smells straight up like Fruit Loops or like Fruity Pebbles, like hardcore. And this one doesn't. It has more of like a sweet vanilla scent. So I don't know, I'm really into this. I like it because you don't need to have a mirror. You can just put it on, and it does add like a nice light pink color to my lips. So I don't know if anyone else has tried it and it comes off differently on them, but and the packaging is different than regular Babylips. It's more of like a typical chapstick kind of casing. It doesn't have like that clear lid like the regular ones do. So I don't know, I thought it was cute and fun, and I like that a lot of brands are now doing this. I know like It Cosmetics has one, I know e.l.f. has some that adjust, Lipstick Queen has just come out with like their green and blue lipsticks that adjust and create the perfect color. So I don't know, I think it's fun that another drugstore brand is doing it. Okay, so moving on to a couple face things. Now, Maybelline did come out with like a new face powder. It's like the Better Skin face powder or something. They have like the foundation and the concealer that's like the Better Skin line. I didn't pick up that powder because it did have salicylic acid in it, and I'm just a little weird about putting salicylic acid like on my face in a powder form. I don't know, it just weirds me out. But anyways, I did get the other two new things, and I got the Master Contour Stick, and this is in the shade Light. They did have one in medium and one in deep as well. And this is really interesting. Okay, because if you guys can see, like, the lighter shades over here and then the contour shades over here, and they're really just kind of like fused together in the middle. I used this today for the first time, and it was a little difficult to use just because it's of the way that it is. The formula is actually really, really nice. These blend really well, just like based off me using it today. And like, I do like that the highlighter isn't super stiff. That's really nice. But I just don't think that the packaging and the way it is made is really user-friendly. I really wish they would have kind of made it like the NYX or the Wet n Wild or the Hard Candy, where it's like a dual-ended stick and the contour's on one side and the highlights on the other. I just feel like that's more user-friendly. This is just a little strange because you do have to like lay it on its side. So I don't know how well this is going to work. I'm definitely going to keep using it, but I don't know. And they did have 3 shades. I don't know if I've said that. They had light, medium, and deep, and I did get light. So the next thing that I got is the Master Strobing Stick by Face Studio, and they had 2 shades of this. I got 100 Light Iridescent, and it looks like so. It's like a really pretty, kind of like pinky highlight almost. There you go. You can see a little shimmer right there. Okay. And you don't really get too much product. These are kind of like their like master like blush sticks, so to speak. So they also had one that was a little bit more geared towards like medium or deeper skin tones, and it was a little bit peachier. And I do feel like that maybe could work for me in the summer, but I just decided to get this one because it'll work for me right now. This I've been using like every day this week, and it's super creamy and it blends really nicely. All I do is I literally draw a line where I want to highlight, and then I take my e.l.f. small stipple brush and I just kind of like blend it out, and it looks really, really beautiful. And what I like about this is that you can probably blend it out more to make it really natural looking, or you could really build it up if you want something like super intense. So, and I have tried adding like powder highlighters over this, and it does work. So I do really like this just because it does like dry down kind of to like a powder finish. It's not super creamy, and it doesn't like lay on your face in a really weird way. So definitely recommend those. Okay, so the last thing, and I'm not going to swatch all of these because I am going to do a review for you guys. I have been so excited about these, as I'm sure everyone has been that's a color tattoo fan. I love the color tattoos. I love the pots. I love the sticks. I like the pots more, but now they came out with the color tattoo eye chromes. And these are all like liquid eyeshadows, and so I got 5 shades. There are 10 in the collection total. I got Beige Luster, which is what I'm wearing all over my lids today, and then I got Khaki Kool, which is like a khaki green. I got Electric Emerald, and then I got Gilded Rose, which is a very light pink, and I'm actually using that as like an inner corner highlight today. And then I got Bronze Sheen, which is a nice bronze color. So I just picked those up yesterday. I finally found them. So I just have been wearing them today, but I am going to play with these more and give you guys a full review later this week. So make sure to come back for that as well. Okay guys, so that is all of the new drugstore makeup that I found. I am super excited about this season because a lot of the new like summer, fall launches are happening. So I just love that the drugstore is like new products, new products, new products. It makes it just so much fun. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe so you can come back and see the reviews on some of these products. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.